So for those wondering where my Pretty Boy Detective Club and Sleepy Princess / Princess Stride review are, they're in YouTube jail for copyright infringement. While the latter is an easy fix to remove the B-roll for the intro, but the other is a much more interesting case, which has led to this video. As YouTube, you and me have some beef. I try to do this behind the scenes, but you have forced my hand. So I'm making a call-out post on my youtube.com. So let's start with the top. So back in July, I get a little notification that I received a copyright strike on my Pretty Boy Detective Club video. So I was of course taken off guard, and I go to check what the claim was. As when you get a claim, as shown in my princess example, you get a little thing that shows you the content as being claimed is being infringed on. Then you can sort and deal with it as you will. So let's see what's being claimed. I see. Gotta love that little blurb. The content identified in your video is listed below. So I sent a notice to Sony Music Entertainment Japan to see if I can open a dialogue about that, and the result is nothing, so I started the process of fighting the claim. My dispute was rejected. I went on a bit of a tirade on Twitter, as I have no idea what they're even claiming, which resulted in me wasting some YouTube Twitter person's time, so points for me. So I started the appeal process. My argument was the following. Since Sony Music failed to properly fill out the required forms for finding timestamps of what was being infringed on, their claim should be thrown out. Additionally, even assuming their claim was properly filled out, the only thing I got was that their claim was throughout the entire video. I assume their claim was the background music that played, which they don't own, as it's a free stock music track from Ron Gillen's Chill Out Lounge, who, by the way, makes good music. That last part wasn't part of the argument, but just a compliment to Ron Gillen's, as I've used several of their tracks for background music. But given all that, I believe their claim should be thrown out. Did that work? So back to the drawing board. In my next appeal, I added that, looking at the information out there on who worked on this anime, we can prove that Sony Music didn't work on the animation, and is not one of the companies that would have copyright ownership of that animation. Thus, we can assume that it represents one of the artists who did the OP or indie, and that their claim was for the music. As once again, I'd like to remind you that they didn't fill out the timestamps to indicate that they were claiming the intro animation. But the music I used is free stock. Here are the links, once again, to prove that. But that got a big old nope as well. So third appeal, I reworked the whole thing to flow a bit better, and that didn't work. I contacted Sony Music Royalties, and they sent me to the licensings. That stalled out. So I went back to the appeal and cut out the whole part where I mentioned that they failed to use the YouTube tool properly and focus on the music part of the claim. Kept it short and sweet, and that failed as well. Fifth and final shot was mostly the same, focusing on the point that, hey, the only timestamps I was given was for the entire video. And the only thing that played during the entire video was that background music. Which again, a freestyle music song. Here's the link. Please reinstate my video. And YouTube said no. So here I am, stuck making this call out post. Probably won't get my video back, but as soon as that strike is gone, I'll re-upload it with the intro cut and instead have the text, YouTube copyright is busted. But hey, maybe we can get a hashtag going and force YouTube's hand. Maybe share the video around and get the mob ready. But realistically, this video was just to let me vent, as this whole process has been frustrating to say the least. Like you would think, to make a claim, you should be required to give what you're claiming is being used and link it so that person can properly see the proof. No, but no, YouTube doesn't care. We're all just cogs in the machine. Only when the cog gets big enough and loud enough that it will start caring. But if you can share this video and help get the free trending, maybe we can get something going. But in the meantime, if you want to watch either of those videos stuck in copyright limbo, I made both of them free to see over my Patreon. But hey, I have plenty of other content that is not stuck in limbo over here, so you can check those out. But thanks for watching. Bye!